Hey friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving and having a great Black Friday and all that. Hope you didn't eat too much and, get a little, I know I ate more than I should have, but I'm good to go right now. And I hope you enjoyed that game yesterday. But it's amazing to me because we've won 3 games in a row, and yet people are still mad. It's not pretty, but you're winning. And the bottom line is, as Bill Parcells said, you are what your record says you are. Now, once I get home, I've got a 2.5-hour drive before I get there. I'll get my stuff set back up in the studio, and we'll live stream tonight. But I want to ask a question, and I want to see if I can get a real answer. And don't just give me just bullshit, where you guys are just clowning and all that. But I want to ask a real question, why it is that so many people don't like that. Because we literally had people after the first quarter that are saying, bring in Cooper Rush, bring in anybody, get the bum out of here. I'm trying to understand, is it because he's not perfect right now? Is it that you believe that his ceiling, that this is as good as he's ever going to be, and that he's holding the team back? I want the real reason that you believe that he's got to go. I look around the NFL and there's not a lot of quarterbacks, and I look around and see what a lot of these quarterbacks are getting paid that aren't busting a grape, and I look around and see a lot of these quarterbacks doing things that we are killing Dak Prescott for, but not saying the same thing about them. So all I know is we're winning. Now, of course, before it was we suck, we can't beat anybody, we're going to lose to the Eagles. Okay, well, we went in Philadelphia, won. Okay, we did that. Yeah, well, the Eagles, they're just a bad team, and, you're not going to beat the Falcons in Atlanta. Well, and then we turn around and beat them. And then we play the Redskins, who we lost to, and we beat them. I keep seeing the bar constantly move with the Cowboys. Before it was 8-8. Now, you're 5-11 or whatever. The team's going to suck. It's going to be pathetic. But every time we start achieving something, then you guys move it further down the line. And I keep hearing, can't, and then they do. The experts are saying, can't beat Philadelphia, Philly. Can't beat Atlanta. Won't beat the Redskins. Won't win the division. Season's over. But then they start achieving, and then people put up new things that they can't. They can't. Hey, why don't we just enjoy what they can do? Let's start there first. And the last I checked, did any of these experts out here that know all, that are looking in their crystal ball, did they know that the Chicago Bears were going to be leading their division? Did they know that? Did they know that the Atlanta Falcons were going to go down the toilet? Did they know that? Because it seems like they get a lot of things wrong. And I keep hearing that the Cowboys can't beat a Saints team. They can't. Oh, they'll make the playoffs, but they won't win. How do you know they won't win a game? They said that the New York Giants can't beat us, in the playoffs, being a wild card team and us having a bye week and rested and healthy. They did. They said the Green Bay Packers can't beat us on the road after, Aaron Rodgers on one leg and the wide receiver leaving a spleen on the field and beaten down and broken, and they came in and beat us. How do you know that the Cowboys can't do something? How do you know if all of a sudden, let's just say hypothetically, this team starts getting on a roll like they can continue? Let's say something crazy like they beat the Saints, or even crazier, like the Giants playing against New England, they lost to in the regular season, yet they beat that team that was 18-0 in the Super Bowl. How do you know? Because nobody saw that. And it's funny because people always say you can or you won't. You don't. The fact that I'm here on YouTube talking to you guys, people told me I couldn't do this. In fact, hell, I didn't think I could do this. I'm dyslexic. I stutter. I was shy. Ask anybody I went to high school with. I couldn't put two words together. I couldn't speak in a group. I get shy. My tongue would get twisted. But yet, somehow, some way, I can. So back to my original questions with people that say that Dak can't do this, Dak can't do that, he's limited and all. How do you know? How do you know? Because what I do know is he's won 27 times. He's an important cog to that machine. Clearly, in the NFL, it's more than just having a great running back. You need a combination of a lot of things and a team around him. And my final question on Dak Prescott is, do you believe if Dak Prescott, Zeke Elliott, Amari Cooper had a different head coach, do you think you'd have exactly the same results? Or do you think you would see some even better results than what you get with Jason Garrett and Scott Linehan? Let's say it was Sean McVay. Let's say it was Sean Payton. I'm betting you probably would see an even more dynamic offense. Dare I say high flying. And my final thought here, if the Cowboys do make the playoffs, much like the Colts, that were great with Peyton Manning at quarterback, and their defense looked, they got to the playoffs. They turned it up a notch. In fact, they put that sucker on high. And that defense came to life. And I know that this offense with Amari Cooper making the plays, we're talking about a guy that they said he does a lot of drops. Well, he caught 8 of 9 passes yesterday and had the best game of his, one of the best games of his career yesterday. In fact, the longest touchdown play of the year in the NFL. I know with that guy, I know with the healthy Zeke Elliott and a Dak Prescott who doesn't give up, they might be able to turn it up the next 5 games going into the playoffs. And I'm going to ask you, how do you know they can? We'll be definitely talking about that tonight on the Joe Boo Sports Report live stream. I'll see you guys in a few hours. Happy Thanksgiving.